You ain't ready for us. It's a smoothie, man. Hello, and welcome back to the Adventures with Moi channel. We are here in Tallinn, Estonia for our first ever visit. I'm very excited. We're stood here by the city gates to the old town. The Viru Gate, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you look over here on this sign, that's what it should be like. Nice flight over yesterday. It took us about 3 hours to get here from London Luton Airport. Flight was quite nice. Wizz Air. We're staying at a hotel that's not too far. Lots to explore.
Your flight was quite nice.
My flight was nice.
We decided not to pay extra to sit together.
It's not worth the £14.
No, clearly not.
Could explore the old town today. Join us along as we explore this brand new country. I'll do some fun facts along the way. Please like, comment and subscribe if you are enjoying these videos, and go check out my main channel, Coasters and Moi, as well. Let's do this. Estonia, we're ready for you. Yeah, we're stood here currently by the Viru gates, and we're gonna make our way in, and then near we've got St. Catherine's Passage, and we've got the Hellemann Tower. So yeah, let's go.
The attractions seem like kind of reasonably priced. A lot of the tourist attractions here are like free or under €10.
Yeah, it's good.
So I'm kind of excited.
And you can get a Tallinn card, which is about 43 euros, I think, which gets you access to everything. But unless you're like doing museums back to back, which we're probably not gonna do, then it'd be worth it. But we're not gonna be doing that. We're just gonna be doing a few, taking it easy, having a walk round, and we're going to a spa later, so you know, it's not a Moi holiday without going to a spa.
And the spa is €10.
10 euros, yeah.
For 3 hours.
This is the main street as you walk into the Viru gates. I just can't believe how well preserved this place is. We've got a fun fact, haven't we, about the UNESCO heritage site.
This is one of the second wonders. No, the modern wonders. Ancient wonders of the world.
It is not,
second,
no.
second, medieval, well preserved.
The whole city is a UNESCO heritage site.
Yes.
And it's about, it's one of the most well preserved medieval cities in the world. Yeah.
Honestly, how about that?
Yeah.
I almost got it right. It feels like we're in the middle of like just a small little medieval town somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, not that there's a huge city outside of the walls. So I love that they haven't built around it to the point where it's super noisy and like doesn't feel preserved.
We're going down this bit now to go to the St. Catherine's Passage. Katarina Kaik. I don't know if I pronounced that right, or Kaik. It's very spooky, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Got all these cobbled paths. And, wow, headless chicken. This is gorgeous. We're here quite early, so there's not much open, but I'm sure we'll walk down here again later when it's bustling, the hustle and bustle. You've even got like the writing on it and everything. We flew to Estonia for the same price as a spa day in the UK. But the flights were cheap, they were like 40 quid return. But that was basic everything. No seat selection, backpack only. But you know, you gotta do it. It says here what they are, tombstones. From the St. Catherine's Dominican Friary in Tallinn. Harry's just noticed something. If you're a fan of the TV series Jackal, apparently it was filmed here. you say there was a high-speed car chase?
I'm pretty sure it was through the streets here.
Nice. So yeah, I'll tell you another fun fact about Estonia. It's one of the biggest like up-and-coming areas when it comes to technology. If you'll notice, everywhere has like 5G internet, like as soon as I got off the plane to now, and tomorrow we'll have to test it as well. There seems to be 5G everywhere, and it's because the internet here is just like amazing, isn't it? Everything looks very old worldy. You'd think, oh, the internet's going to be terrible, but it's really good, and it's good for it's good for up and coming vloggers like myself.
And as a wise woman once said, hopped off the plane at
TLL
with 5G internet.
Also, if you want to get into the city from Tallinn airport, it's really easy. You just get on, it's one bus if you're staying in central Tallinn, or we had to take 2 buses because we're on the slight outskirts, but it's tap on tap off, and it's €2 for every hour, so you can get like as many buses as you want within the hour. €2, it's quite cheap. So we stood outside this old Hansa, which is a restaurant. It's one of those kind of themed medieval style things. Everyone's dressed up like in medieval times, and they serve like food from that era and stuff. And it's expensive, but I guess it's worth it if you're into that sort of stuff. And we looked at the menu, there isn't anything vegan, but if I could eat, I probably would go in there because it's quite a fun experience, isn't it? Yeah.
Was it €95 each? Or
I think so.
Or a table.
Each. They do cheaper ones, but I think that's like the full one.
And
but,
if you want like a proper medieval kind of experience with that food, then I think it's a really good idea.
I think we went to one before in I think Sherwood Forest, and the only thing I remember is that the chef was like, "Oh, I've sweated in your food," but because I was really young, I didn't know that he wasn't being serious, and I remember thinking, I'm not eating this, that's sweating. I remember that still sticks with me to this day. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it still sticks with me to this day. We're here in the main square, which is named Ray Jocka Palazzo, I want to say.
Where you have very medieval style restaurants.
Yeah.
And a Baskin Robbins.
Old Estonia and Baskin Robbins. This square is cool. There's a lot of work going on. I mean, this place is just so well preserved, isn't it? Town hall is open. Yeah, this is the town hall. There's loads of cool cafes and lots of traditional Baltic food. It's even just like, you know, looking down these little side streets. Everything's so picturesque and beautiful and wonderful. It's very nice.
It's so cool. So cool.
I love travelling so much, especially to new places. And honestly, if you see a country you've not heard of, take a chance on it, seriously. Like, it was either going to be here or Bosnia and Herzegovina, but I'll probably be going there at some point in the summer months, because that looks like it'd be a lovely place in the summer. Whereas this place, I'm thinking, it would look really nice in the winter too. So we're about to go into a hotel. It's the Hotel Viru, because on the top floor, they've got a old like KGB setup. I'm going to do a guided tour. It's €15. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. This is like the meeting point of the KGB tour that goes to the top of this hotel here. We just done the KGB museum tour on the top of Viru Hotel, 23rd floor, officially 22, but the 23rd floor was taken up by the KGB back in the day. Was it 1972?
Yeah, during the 70s.
They showed you how everything was wired up with microphones, amplifiers. There was old maps, there was uniforms of all of the soldiers and stuff, secret walkways. That was so interesting, definitely worth it. It was €15. It was very interesting. I'm glad we did that. Because we weren't too sure, were we? And I was like, ooh. And it's in such a cool setting. It's literally at the top floor of this hotel here. And it was, fun fact, the first ever high-rise building to be built in Tallinn back in 1972. Here it is, the Viru Hotel.
And didn't it take them 3 years to build?
3 years, yeah, which is mad. Yeah.
That's like the normal timeline that they were using.
But they were suspicious of most of the Americans, the guy was saying, they're suspicious of the Americans. Canadians, yeah. But they'd rig cameras into walls and microphones into little plates and all sorts. Yeah, it was
thought it was so cool. Like the plate, they would have like this little listening device in the plate that transmitted a radio signal. And then they would just have rooms and a top floor thing where they could listen to obviously conversations. Like honestly, it was so interesting. Like one of the most interesting museums I've done, but the smallest. They're only about
so tiny,
yeah. Right. I'm going to take Ollie for his first Hesburger.
Yeah, you've been before in Finland.
I have, yeah.
Which I've not been to Finland, but I really want to. You can actually get the ferry over from Tallinn to Helsinki, but I want to go in the summer for coasters. Trying my first ever Hesburger. We've gone for the vegan soy strips and a vegan burger and a Coke, and got lovely views of the main entrance to the old town. What did you go for?
I went for chicken strips, vegan burger, chips, grill seasoning, vegan paprika mayo.
Food absolutely gobbled down, as you can see. It was very good. And the vegan chicken tender things were very like chewy but also quite crispy on the outside. Very good. Hashtag vegan eats here in Tallinn, Estonia. We're back into the old town now. We're going to head into the Hellemann Tower and walkway. Oh, I might do that on the way back. Hellemann Tower, €4 to get in. Not too bad. If you're claustrophobic, I would not recommend. Come up this very spiral staircase into this room here. It's like a watchtower room because there's guns overlooking, cannons even, overlooking the city. I feel like I'm in a Drake's Fortune. Gets very narrow though. Yeah, if you are claustrophobic, do not come in here. This is comparable to, where's it we went in Romania, the Bran Castle? Yeah. And, oh my God, that tunnel in Bristol under the suspension bridge. That's horrific, isn't it? Oh wow, this is nice. Wow. It's so cold. It's very cold. Wow, and this is one of the views you get out the window. Done a bit of hashtag research. It was named after Hellemann, who was a citizen of Tallinn. Pretty stunning, to be fair. I definitely recommend coming in. I've seen a lot of people online say, oh, it's not worth it. I think it definitely is. It's all so well preserved. And we haven't even got to the main event yet, which you'll see in a sec once we go down that very narrow path. This is it, we've made it to the walkie section of the walls. This is fantastic. I mean, it's literally like walking in like a castle. Like, do you remember that show Fort Boyard?
I love that show.
Yeah, apparently that's an actual thing you can go and visit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it feels like that. Wow. I love Tallinn. This is a gorgeous place. Honestly, get on a plane, Wizz Air, from Luton or Stansted and get yourselves here. It's gorgeous. Or you can get the ferry over from Finland. A lot of people do it as a day trip from Finland. There's a lot to see in a day. I mean, we're halfway through the day and we're already like, how are we going to get it all in?
How are we going to?
But what was your quote again?
Visit to see just enough, but leave knowing you've got other stuff to see.
Yeah.
But it sounded a bit better than that when I said it the other day.
Basically, never see everything. Yeah. So we're now at the other end of the Hellemann Tower. I'm going to walk back and then you go down the stairs along there. So we've come to the end of the tower and we've reached this bit where they've got before and after pictures. This is before, this is after. Before, after, after, before, after. I was thinking, oh, they're all so colourful now, but it's because the photos are in black and white, aren't they? 120 years ago.
Why do people have phones in this photo but not in this photo?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Take a guess.
I don't know.
New section of the Hellemann Tower map unlocked. More exhibits. More before and after photos. More fantastic views of Tallinn. We got to the top of this tower. Lovely. You're right down there. Look how narrow this.
I love the crib.
The room for wage war.
No wonder. I think it's a room for freezing ice. I haven't actually been out of this window yet. Wow. Yeah. Ollie's coming down now.
I've climbed the Great Wall of China, but this was too much.
Honestly, look at the size of that step. Bloody hell.
You gotta go fully bent my knee. This is fine.
Show us how it's done.
So we just come down the stairs to this little cafe here. And there's little wooden tables, sofas. You can play chess, checkers, sit here. See the lovely fencing mask and Estonian flag.
You're just up there, on top of that tower. Suitably wrapped up.
I'd recommend doing that. That was really good.
I really enjoyed that as well.
Yeah,
it's very cool.
€4.
Very, very cool.
So walking up to our next destination, and we've seen this church in the distance, but look how foggy it is. We're nearly at our next destination, but we've come to this place called Vabadusvabayak. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Which is this church, but we're also in Freedom Square. It's the War of Independence Victory column. This is a nice little square, isn't it?
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's a very big open space.
Yeah.
And I think it's the subway as well.
Oh, is the subway down there?
No, like, so you can cross the road without actually crossing the road.
Yeah, because it's a busy road over here, isn't it?
Not the sandwich restaurant.
No.
You know.
Subway.
Subway, eat fresh.
What's your favourite?
Probably the only option there is just the spicy
Veggie Delight.
Veggie Delight? No, Veggie Delight's just vegetables.
See?
Spicy plant patty.
Yeah,
That is
that's the one.
The go-to. With the garlic mayo.
Mayum.
It's vegan. Garlic and herb mayo or something, whatever.
So we've come to our next museum / place of interest. Kiek. Sounds painful. Right, it's a restored cannon tower, which is what you can see here, from the 15th century, and it's got these secret underground tunnels of Tallinn. I have an irrational fear of the waxworks. They really creep me out. I don't know why I'm getting so close. So we're in the first exhibition of Kiek, which is the Blackheads exhibition, and it's basically telling you about the defence systems that they had in place that kind of stuff. He's putting out a fire, Harry. There's an exhibition here.
Or brandmeesters. All able-bodied townspeople had to take
Which is
part
very
in
cool.
the firefighting
I'll show you.
efforts, and anyone who avoided participation could be severely punished.
I was saying they defended the city not only against the enemy, but also against fire. Yeah, fire. Stuff at the entrance are really nice. They recommended a route to go round, which is the route we're going to follow. We'll explore this tower first, the main tower, and then there's a city wall that goes to the other towers, and then you come back to the entrance and go underneath to the bastion tunnels. So yeah, we're going to do that. I love how interactive this museum is. Like, you've got these things that lifts up, and that machine Harry was on and stuff. Makes it very engaging. Hold on a minute, what's going on here? We've just played this snakes and ladders style game where we actually won. We got to 20. Dies of old age in his countryman is surrounded by his beloved family. I feel like that's a nice way to go compared to all of these.
Participates in a tavern brawl.
Oh my god.
And meets a fellow soldier to death. He is court-martialised and hanged.
Yeah. It's a nice little game though, the life and fate of a merchant's apprentice in 16th century Tallinn.
And then we go up another floor, I think.
Oh, this is the lavatory and wash basin.
Cute. A little bit of meat.
Go on.
Oh, wait. Am I actually meant to do it?
Yeah, of course you are.
I would have probably sliced my hands. Oh. I love that it's like explaining it to me. It's like medieval just dance. Don't think we're getting through to judges' houses.
So we've just come out into the next section, the Maiden Tower we're heading to now. We were speaking to one of the staff in there, very knowledgeable, very passionate about what he was talking about. And he was saying that this tower that we're about to go into, you can't actually see, but it was haunted by a lot of ghosts. And they actually, when there's like a music orchestra who owns the second half, but it's the top half is still preserved, but they got a priest in to cleanse it, and apparently there's no ghosts anymore.
And he also said that the tunnels that were going in later were actually streets, but they basically found out that the best way of fortifying wasn't actually rock or stone, it was actually using earth. So they built hills and mounds of earth to basically protect Tallinn.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
So we're now going into Gate Tower. Oh wow. A bonk. That's so cute. Oh. My lady. I love the little horses that come out of the side. It's like, it's a museum that keeps on giving. I love the soundscape. It sounds like you're in a coffee shop, doesn't it? Either that or there's a cafe underneath or something. We're in this exhibition called Endless Coffee Drinking. And you were saying, weren't you, it's, they didn't have access to coffee in the 19...
Yeah, coffee was more of like a luxury.
Yeah.
So people would come to cafes and there'd be like really, really long queues to get in. So Ollie said,
So no Starbucks. You know me, I wouldn't be able to go without my morning coffee in the morning. I get craggy if I don't have my coffee.
Stop that.
What would you do if you couldn't get your morning coffee?
Oh my god, don't even talk to me before I've had my morning coffee. That's all I've got to say on the matter. Thank god I've had 4 espressos this morning.
Fabu view, isn't it? Fabulous.
Never used that one.
So we're now about to go into the secret underground streets of Tallinn, aka the Bastion passages. Don't run. No internet.
Oh my god. How did they get that photo of me?
Slippery stairs, low and narrow tunnels. Lots of warnings.
I'm so scared.
Let's do it. Oh my god. This is creepy. We spotted a ghost on camera. Oop. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's horrible. That is horrible. I don't even want to look at it.
The most illustrious engineer. Ooh, they're becoming a meeting place for Glossy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dead shaking their
Oh, this is horrible. Waxworks in an abandoned tunnel. But they're just gonna stand up and start chasing me or something. Who is this diva?
Do you see anything?
Right there, right there. Ah. That's what I could see from the other end of the tunnel, and I was like, oh my god, there's a ghost. Oh my god, that creeped me out. The waxwork sat down there. Look. Oh my god. We just come out of the Kiek Museum. Amazing place. You could honestly spend hours in there. Like, there's so much to see, so much to look at. So worth the €16 entry price. 3 towers and the tunnels at the end, which are very creepy and atmospheric. Honestly, so much to see. So, and it's very interactive as well. It's almost like a smart museum, but in such like a medieval sort of old worldy time. It works really, really well. It's so engaging, it's so interesting, and I definitely recommend checking it out. Did you enjoy it?
Honestly, I had so much fun. Like, sometimes museums can be a little bit like near the end you get museum fatigue.
Yeah.
But honestly, I had so much fun. It was so interactive, it was so interesting. the guy that was on the front desk, he basically caught up with us about halfway through and talked us through like a couple of things on the top floor, which was really cool.
Yeah, he was nice.
And yeah, honestly learned so much about Tallinn, learned so much about like the city culture, history. Honestly would really recommend, and for the price you pay to get actually into the museum, it was honestly so worth it.
Add it to your top 10 things to do in Tallinn.
Honestly.
Yeah,
so
very
much fun.
good.
And we've been in there for like 3 hours.
I know, it's nuts, isn't it?
Yeah, honestly.
Very good.
I think that's the longest you spend in the museum. Yeah, surely.
No, yeah, I think it is.
For the
yeah.
size of it, like you wouldn't think you spend 3 hours in there, but yeah, it's crazy.
Walking past, we're speed running a couple things. We walked past this Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, which is a really old Russian style cathedral. On the way we're heading to Toompea, which is the Estonian Houses of Parliament. Here it is, the Estonian Houses of Parliament. It's so gorgeous. I love the fact that it's pink, and I love the sort of paintings and stuff. I love how it's just like out in the open. There's no guards or anything. It's just like kind of chill. Wow, stunning. A vegan restaurant. So for starters, you've got beetroot ravioli. Gone for the pumpkin tofu curry. So we're back at the hotel now. We went to this spa, which was quite nice. And then we went to this place called Vegan Restaurant V. I had it was a beetroot ravioli to start with, but the ravioli was made of beetroot, like thinly sliced. It was amazing, to die for. Some of the best vegan food I've ever had. And then for the main, I had a cashew and tofu pumpkin curry. It was really, really good with rice and cucumber and loads of other cool stuff. It's been a lovely day here in Tallinn. Thanks for watching. Join us for tomorrow's vlog for day 2, where we're going to be doing some amazing stuff, which you'll stay tuned for the surprise. Pause for the big reveal. Go check it out now if it's up. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Adventures with More. Take care of yourself. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in Tallinn part 2. It's our ride for the day. Join us on day 2 of our Estonia trip as we explore some of Estonia's natural beauty in this epic one-day road trip.